Shoe, we're coming at you with our first impressions on the Nike Zoom Freak 5. Giannis's 5th shoe. I think I'm gonna like these. Let's go. Welcome back to our channel, guys. As you can see, today we're checking out the Nike Zoom Freak 5. Giannis's 5th signature shoe with Nike. These things, off the rip, look pretty clean. I thought I liked the 4s last year. Once I got them in hand, I didn't really feel like I liked them as much. I don't know, Miguel, what do you think about this design?
My favorite part about it is that check, bro. That check on the side with that double color fades into that sole. It looks really good. That
is clean. I feel like they've done that, like maybe on like the Zoom Freak 2s, or I've seen it before on some other shoes. I just think it's cool whenever they do that design. But now we'll go ahead and stand up real quick. Before we do that, I gotta show you guys this sick Hoop Sauce backpack that they sent out to us. Shout out Hoop Sauce, established in 2022. They got a lot of cool stuff on there, like Record Park, there's Venice, all kinds of cool designs. I'm just gonna wear it with me while I take you guys on this journey to start off our first impressions. But now we'll go ahead and get back to the Zoom Freak 5s. So they are gonna retail for, I think, $10 higher at $130. So still, I mean, Giannis's line has been really one of the cheaper ones in Nike, right there alongside Paul George and now, you know, Ja Morant. So pretty cheap shoe line, that's never really been an issue. But before we talk about the shoes anymore, actually, I will bring in here, what kind of merch we rocking today, Miguel?
Baller socks.
Got those baller socks looking clean. Got the damp shirt to match.
Yeah.
That's why we wear white. It'd be dark gray. It'd be dark gray. But now we'll go ahead and get back to the shoes. So Zoom Freak 5, we'll talk about the 4s real quick. Wasn't that big of a fan. They were okay, but the traction has been something with Giannis's line that I feel like they need to figure out a little bit. The support's never been an issue. That's always been a really supportive model. The cushion, they were front loaded last year, but not that much. Like it felt like it was obviously kind of set up that way, but the cushion just wasn't that deep. It also wasn't the worst part of the shoe. I just thought the Zoom Freak 4s were like average pretty much everywhere and not great really anywhere. I'm hoping the Zoom Freak 5s are gonna be better. They honestly kind of feel a little bit better right now, but in order to tell, we're gonna have to put some shots up. Let's do that now. All right, so now getting on the court, kind of putting some shots up, seeing how this feel from more the performance side. First off, real quick, what are we thinking? Zoom Freak 5.
I love them.
They're pretty nice. It's just a nice looking, sleek, low top basketball shoe. That's something about the Zoom Freak 4s. Didn't really look like that much of a basketball shoe. Maybe, I mean, it kind of did, but. All right, so now we'll just talk about the Zoom Freak 5. And honestly, from the jump already, whenever I took these out the box and put them on, I could already tell totally different feel. Totally different feel. The first shoe that it reminded me of actually is the Luka 1. It's gonna be pretty comfortable. Your foot doesn't sink in, but there's like some memory foam in there that just feels really nice. That's something that I was definitely like a huge fan of from the very beginning. And then the next thing that we're obviously gonna look at is the support. This is gonna be a little bit of, if you look at the shoe, it's gonna be a little bit of a lower like profile model. I wanna say the Zoom Freak 4s, it wasn't much. Maybe came up to here a little bit more, so it runs a little bit lower, but you see you got, you know, some nice straps, kind of like, what do you call them? Like crisscross, caddy corner to each other. I don't know what I was trying to, like diagonal, whatever. But like tightening these definitely helps with that like side to side lockdown. The upper is a little bit thinner. You still don't get that lateral movement, which is nice. No heel slip. And I'll let you look at the traction pattern, but you're not gonna see much. It's like such a trippy design. But if you could see it.
It's looking herringbone-ish.
Yeah, herringbone-ish. Herringbone-ish, I like that. Traction though. We'll go ahead and talk about that since we'll talk about it a little bit. We are outdoors. We obviously can't do too much with it. But I mean, traction definitely feels like it's gonna have a little bit more stick on this year's shoe. That was something that the Zoom Freak 4s, I was like, the outsole looked so good. Like it looked durable. It had like really deep grooves. I was like, this thing's gonna be really great for outdoors. It wasn't bad for outdoors. Just wasn't the most comfortable, and the traction really didn't play good indoors, and that's more so what I care about. Obviously, it's the first impressions and we're outdoors, but like so far, I'm liking them. That wraps up our first impressions on the Nike Zoom Freak 5. It's a pretty nice basketball shoe. I'm kind of liking the feel for these. Like Miguel said, the design's cool. I like that kind of paint splatter, that like checkered look to the side. Definitely not a bad looking basketball shoe, and the performance feels like it's like pretty solid all the way around. That's really what I'm looking for. Like I'll get a basketball shoe in, see if there's anything that jumps out as a super positive or a super negative immediately. Feels like there's a couple positives, and I haven't really gotten much negative from this shoe yet, so that's definitely a plus that wasn't there last year.
At $130.
Ooh, $130.
Is the shoe worth it?
$130, is it gonna be worth it? Like I said, if it doesn't have that many weaknesses. Oh, I just noticed they put like a reverse Nike swoosh into the back. this is gonna be a pretty nice basketball shoe. I think they're definitely gonna be worth 130, but don't take my word for it right now. The full breakdown where I go inside, give you a full rundown on what this shoe's like and how they play, that'll be out in a week or two, so make sure you're looking out for that. But that wraps up our first impressions. Until next time, peace.